Hey, what's up everybody? It's Coach, and it's time to start building up my Necrons. Okay, well, if you've seen our non-unboxing of Indominus, we were talking about getting back into 40K, and what I did was I got inspired, and I wanted to do the Necrons first because we're still thinking about our Family of Gamers chapter, but we haven't thought of it yet. So right now, I figured let me get to the Necrons, but I didn't want to start with Indominus. I wanted to start with the stuff that I had. So let's take a look at the Necrons I do have before I bought Indominus. Alright, so here's a quick overview of my Necrons that I previously had. So we'll go with a quick rundown. Alright, so we have Imhotep the Stormlord. We have 1, 2, 3 Overlords. A Cryptek right there. A few Lords here. Now, this is Illuminor Caesaris. I'm not too sure, but I started working with the paint job with him. And I don't know, I kind of like it, but I think the Crypteks, I might make that color. Alright, so let's look over here. We got some troops. I have about 30 warriors ready to go. They have their Gauze Flayers. Have 2 sets of Immortals, 5 each. 5 with Gauze Blasters and 5 with the Tesla Carbines. Alright, and then I have 10 Death Marks, which I just recently painted because I just had a inkling to paint them. I kind of liked them. I wanted to go something different instead of the green glow. Let's do a blue glow. Alright, a few other things here. I have 6 Canoptic Wraiths, which are basically my favorite unit in the Necrons Codex. I love those guys. I have a 1 Triarch Stalker, and I have 2 Annihilation Barges, and then over here we have 2 Ghost Arcs. Now in the back here, I have 2 Monoliths, and over here, I have 3 Doom Sights, or Night Sights, whatever you want to use them for. When we play, we kind of play friendly, so they're either Doom or Night Sights. It doesn't really matter as far as that's concerned. But, yeah, so this is what I have now, and this is not including what I have from Indominus. So also I have another Monolith that's not built, still in the box, and then I have another Ghost Arc here, which I don't know, I think I might make it the Doomsday Arc, you know, do that. Or I know Idigbir on his channel, he did it where he magnetized it and you're able to switch it back and forth to Ghost Arc or Doomsday Arc, so I'm thinking that. So far, this is what we have here. And if you notice, too, I did a video a while ago, a long time ago. I don't even remember when I did it. This is, they were on snow bases. So if you can see here, the rates on their snow bases and stuff. But what happened was, as time goes on and things change, I'm at a point now where I think of changing the whole outlook of it. So what I was thinking is the rusted guys will be the troops, but then, you know, the Immortals, they're a little less rusty. They have some, you know, the glow about them. Weapons are a little bit better, okay, and that's where we are with them. So their weapons are a little better, okay. And here the Immortals, yeah, they're still a little rusty, but not as bad as the Necron Warriors. Then when we move up to the Elites, like let's just say these guys, the Death Marks. Okay, the Death Marks are a little bit more intact, alright? So, you know, the metal is better, less rust, not too much weathering on them. So I think that's the way I'm going to go. And then when I get up to, say, the Elites here, like Caesaris here, he has basically no flaws because he's been entombed and taken, you know, better care of by the Scarabs. Oh yeah, and I forgot to say that I have about 6 bases of Scarabs, plus I got the new ones from Indominus, so I have those. So right now I think I have a pretty decent base just to play right now. not using Indominus. Okay, now, are they competitive? I don't know, but I really don't care because we're not thinking about that. We're going to be probably playing a lot of just friendly games here, so there'll be some proxying. Like I said, it could be Doom sites and Night sites. And what I did a while ago was, when I did these guys, I used a magnetic paint. So if you notice, there's a magnet here. So that's there for the wounds when they used to have 3 wounds. But now I know it's a lot different. But I still like that. I did that on the Triarch Stalker here, and on the Annihilation Barge. So you have a lot of stuff there. I think I also did it. Yep. On the Arc. So, you know, have a lot of stuff going on here. So, like I said, next thing I want to do is just change the bases. Now with the 3D printer, I got better ideas and things that I can actually facilitate. Alright, so like I said before, this is the difference in the bases. So before, what I was doing is I was using some of the Grellian earth, and it crackled, and put some snow here, and I did that. But these are so small compared to now the 32s. So what I did was I printed these up. I got this off of Thingiverse, and it looks like the broken Aquila or Aquila, I'm not sure. You know, everybody else says it differently, but it's broken up. So what I did was, these were the main ones, and then I moved them up. So there were different sizes. I think this was about 1 1/4, you know, 125, 150, and 185. And so now I have the 32, the 40, the 50, and the 62. And what I did was I wanted to stay with the same theme. And these are the ones, just making them bigger, so they're exactly the same, just different sizes. So that's where I'm sitting with this now. And I did some of the regular bases. So I tried to do some marbling on them, just to make them, you know, look like something from the Imperium destroyed. And I want to put a little bit more weathering in it. So these are basically works in progress. But I'm liking the way they came out. So what I was using was a method that I saw a guy on a video use to stretch out a baby wipe and to make some marble looking effects. What I did was I did a bunch of these, and it was hit or miss, and it took a long time. So as far as the smaller bases, for the basic troops, I'm just going to kind of let them ride there, do some weathering on there. Now when we get up into like the 40s, the 50s, and 60s, you can really go to town with it. And what I started doing was trying to make a marble look on it. So these are kind of works in progresses also. And I like the effect, but I think I got to nail it down a little bit more. But I'm not going to go too crazy because they're bases, but I do want them to look pretty neat. So there we go here. Now I was thinking of putting some crystals on there. There's you know, the typical Necron crystals, but I don't know. I'm kind of leaning away from that because I think it looks pretty good now. So, you know, I'm going to try to get inside the crevices a little more. Just, you know, really go to town with it, because I always like bases. I think bases are important. I think that is the final step to making your miniature. I know a lot of people don't care, and some people use god-awful clear bases, which I could never do. So what I'd like to do is just do that. So right now, this is where we sit right now. So my next task is taking the smaller bases and put them on the warriors and the immortals and the death march. Just get it all there, because I printed up a bunch. I don't know if I have enough. I think I have enough for the Indominus set, but I'm not sure. But as we go along, I'll start adding them to those also. Alright, so here's the completed troops. So I have the death marks, the immortals, and I only have 29 regular Necron warriors. I don't know, the one guy's missing. I'll probably find them. I got enough spare parts I can make some new ones. So far, I think I got the troops settled pretty good. So I think the next step is going to be the HQ. So now, sticking with the theme, I showed you the bases that we have. I'm going to stick with that theme throughout the whole army here. And I put them on this because when you draw, you don't want to put them on your desk. So what's nice about these is whoever made these on Thingiverse, there's a slot here you could put magnets in it. So I think that's pretty good. A lot of storage. You could just put a piece of metal down, and I can transport them to wherever I got to go for a game. So far so good. I'm liking where it's going. So like I said, I think the HQs are next. That'll be a fun little project, getting those guys individually and whatever, and getting them done. But yeah, the Dynasty's coming together. I like where it's going. Which Dynasty, I don't know, and frankly, I'm not going to paint them a certain way to reflect the Dynasty, because depending on what I feel like playing that day is how I'm going to do it. So right now, this is where we're at. Hopefully we get another update soon, but I appreciate you guys watching this with me. If you're not already a subscriber, I want you to hit that subscribe button. And if you are, give me a thumbs up. That really helps us out. That'll help us get these videos out there, and we can spread them around, okay? So, but then again, I always appreciate when you guys watch from the bottom of my heart, and I do appreciate you when you guys leave a comment. So if you can, that'd be great, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.